Bill Nye the Science Guy. Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Science rules.
Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Inertia is a property of matter.
Bill
T minus 7 seconds.
Buirge the Science Nerd.
Now this is a brain, and it's very complex. Scientists are looking for a way to reverse engineer it to understand it better.
Reverse engineering is a tool scientists use to create something by examining a working model. Take this pen, for example. I don't know how to make a pen on my own, but when I take it apart, I can examine how each piece works and put it back together again.
Now that we know what reverse engineering is, let's look at some real-life examples and see how scientists are researching this topic currently.
What is the one thing in the known universe that can create the complexity of an adult brain? The brain of a child. We study the brains of developing children in order to better understand how we could create our own brain using artificial intelligence.
Learning about the brain can help us learn how to more efficiently and safely work on the brain, or even create our own artificial intelligence. Already, your phone, laptop, and apps use some form of AI to learn like your brain does. But it's not easy. Let's look at some of the problems.
These are two neurons talking. When there's just two of them, it's easy to follow.
Hi. Hello.
But when we add in hundreds of these guys, and then thousands, and then millions, and billions, it's pretty hard to follow. To get a sense of how big this is, let's look at Jerry Seinfeld.
You like jazz?
That's a lot of conversation to keep track of.
Neuromorphic engineering is the science of mimicking the functions of the brain using technology. Neuromorphic means taking the form of the brain. This means that engineers and scientists are not trying to make a brain, merely imitate the functions and patterns found in the human brain. Ultimately, the biggest defining feature of the brain is its capacity to learn and adapt. If this ability could be introduced to a technological brain, it would allow that system to complete many tasks and ideally adapt to completing new tasks as needed.
So how can we solve this problem? Some think we should continue our research of the brain, others think we should throw the brain out completely and focus on computer programming. Ultimately, it's up to you to decide.